Stamps. But not one is the right shape, of course.
Okay. I hooked up my controller.
Only the stamp is missing. How practical.
Okay.
Only the stamp is missing. How practical.
How practical. Ah. Okay. Yeah, I hooked up a controller, so hopefully this is going to be easier. Don't count on it though. Oh.
Over time, the stamp got imprinted into the leather. It looks like the Valsenborg stamp.
Okay. Lots and lots of candles.
Stamps. But not one is the right shape, of course.
And now I've got to get used to the controls on a controller. How do I run? Ah. Whee! No, can't go that way apparently. Oh.
The Ukel craftsman must make these statuettes by the dozen.
Okay. Out of my way, lady. Hi.
What an amazing jumble. Not at all like New York markets.
No.
You buy kilo artichoke. So give me 50 grams walnuts. Cheap, cheap, cheap. A good deal, not cheap.
You know, Max, you really do have a good nose for business. All right, then, please get 2 kilos, young man. But, oh gracious me! My wallet! Someone has stolen my wallet! Hey, you! Give it back this instant!
Took? Ah, took.
The townspeople are right. You Yukos, ever since you got stuck here, you've been showing what you're really like. A bunch of chicken thieves, that's all you are.
Dimitri, what's going on?
What's going on is that people are right to think what they think when they see this. Those damn Yukos have it in their blood. This little peepsqueak here stole my wallet.
Don't be upset, honey. I have your wallet. I'm your wife, remember? You gave it to me just a while ago so I could buy this pretty ostrich feather shawl.
Yeah, well anyway, that guy don't feel right. Let's get the hell out of here before you bankrupt me. He can keep his artichokes.
Here.
So, how's business?
Tuk tuk. No more client tourists here. No more like you calls in Valsenborg. Not good for business.
Why don't they like you here?
You calls stuck staying too long in Valsenborg. Not good. Must leave fast.
Kirk being gone so long really has you worried, doesn't it?
Kurk, sacred guide. No guide, so not great journey. Misketwalk comes with news about Kirk.
His treatment is weakening him, but he was fine when I left.
Ah, Kurk come back very fast. Or not good.
Goodbye, and thank you for all the information.
Okay, Miss Catwalk. Bye-bye.
You.
Strange the lake taking so long to freeze. This must be a consequence of global warming.
Bad spirits at bottom of lake make water very hot. Really nasty bad spirits everywhere now.
I was told about everything your tribe did for me when you found me. Thank you so much.
Miss Kate Walker cured. That's what counts. Job of ayahuasca.
I'm going to try to find the pass that you told me about.
Miss Kate Walker, go quickly.
But I need paper and stuff.
Keep moving.
You keep moving. Starting
Before
to dislike
pupils could
police
always
as well
start
now
the
because of
cabin.
this game.
Then hey, visit town.
Okay. Don't talk to you.
I can go inside this yurt.
But maybe there was something else up here I could have gotten.
What a pretty pattern. Hard not to feel intimidated. The clinic.
Oh yeah, that's
I hope
what that
Kirk is
was.
okay up there.
Keep checking the time, sorry.
A checkpoint for the municipal employees.
Mister? Oh, I don't have anything.
Do I really need a pass?
Oh.
Indispensable. So cease arguing and keep moving.
Maybe I've got to put it back. The leather thing. There. No, there.
There's a shape ingrained in the leather.
And then if I put that
Not a
count-
chance.
No? How am I meant to, Yep.
Only the stamp is missing. How practical.
Right, so I'm in the right here.
No way.
Oh, done this. I don't know why I can't figure out how to... Who do I speak to? This is what I mean by the fact I have no clue about this one. I think I've ranted about half static cameras before, so I won't do it again. What are you stuck on?
A Yukon craftsman surrounded by wood sculptures. The tribe's woodworker?
Lion tourists liked Yukal's before. Yukal's not stay too long time around Valsenborg.
No, I can't go this way anymore. Okie dokie.
Now all client tourists think Yukals are thieves.
What an amazing jumble. Not at all like New York markets.
Give you my pass to enter the city, and then what next? No, my pass to the city isn't for sale.
And how am I getting home if I give you my town pass?
I don't remember asking anything like that.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you my pass to the town. Otherwise, I'd be stuck here just like you, right?
Keep moving.
People not like Yukos now.
Nope.
Tuk tuk.
Oh, I'm stuck there.
Keep moving.
Oh, shush.
You don't have a pass to enter the city? How did you get in? I'll be stuck here if I give you my pass to the city. You don't have a pass to enter the city? How did you get in?
A town pass? You need to go to the town hall, young miss.
None of this is actually showing me what I'm meant to do. And I'm gonna have to chop all of this out, all of this wandering.
Unukmak.
Whatever.
Värtla, Miss Catwalk.
Tuk tuk sugar!
So that's the famous lake that won't freeze anymore. Over time, the stamp got imprinted into the leather. It looks like the Valsenborg stamp.
No way to combine things in the inventory. Nope, not going over there apparently. I don't...
Since he seems so nice, I doubt I'll be able to cut a deal with him.
I may have to look it up. This man apparently gives us an unsigned thing. There's flies on that food.
Sir, excuse me.
Hello, miss. You're not actually from here. I can hear it. What on earth is a young American doing in our beautiful land? Business? Or perhaps tourism?
Oh, it's a long story, believe me.
I see. In any event, you must try and visit our town. You know, Valsambor is very charming this season. And may I suggest you drop by my tavern? It's the best restaurant in town.
Will do, give me a pass.
Unfortunately, I don't have a pass to get into Valsambor. You wouldn't know how I can get one, would you?
Wow, that can get complicated. You have to get a pass from the Valsambor Town Hall. And to do that, you need a pass to get there first.
So I'm stuck here?
Yep.
Maybe not. This is my wife's pass. She's not well, so she couldn't come with me. The document is perfectly valid, except she forgot to get it stamped at the town hall.
And that's a problem?
I'm afraid so. Without the stamp, the document is worthless. Not that long ago, you just needed to get it officially stamped at the police checkpoint, over there at the camp gate. But there hasn't been anybody there since the town decided to come down hard on the U-calls.
So this pass is useless?
Not necessarily. You need to add a stamp that looks like the official Valsambor seal. The police aren't that sharp-sighted around here, I have to admit. Anyway, I didn't say a word.
No.
Good luck, miss.
Thank you.
And don't forget to drop by my tavern when you're in Valsambor.
Of course I will. Right, so maybe he'll talk to me now. So I can't talk to him here. Ah, I just had to get that one bit of paper. The guide said you could do it first. Damn it.
Hello.
Look, Mark, Miss Catwalk. Need something from Forge?
Yes.
Well, yes, I do. I need a stamp that has the same shape as the Valsambor seal and that I can use with the press at the camp gate.
Complicated. Need model. Tuk tuk. You have that, Miss Catwalk?
Yeah.
Complicated. Smith also need wax for mold. Good job. Step ready in not long time.
Thank you. Okay, well, that irritated me no end. So, we know how the rest of this game is gonna go. I'm gonna be irritated for the whole thing. I just went dizzy for some reason. Controller's so much easier. Don't bother with the mouse and keyboard. Okay. Oh, that one doesn't click fully. I mean, if this is what these people treat just migrating people, I wouldn't want to be a tourist in this country.
Hello, Miss Walker. Very happy to finally catch up with you.
Hello.
Mr. Canton, what on earth do you want?
To take you back home, whether you like it or not. Come on, give me your hands, please.
Alright.
You really do stick like a leech.
That's what they pay me for, Miss Walker. Mr. Marston? Finally, I have her. Yes, she is safe and sound. I have Miss Walker under control. I'll keep you informed of our progress. It'll take a day or two at most. I suppose there are a few procedural obstacles to overcome before we can leave the country.
Listen, all these things I'm accused of are completely untrue. Hans's murder, embezzlement, it's nonsense. And while we're wasting time here, I can't help the Ukels. And believe me, they really need it.
I am not your enemy, Miss Walker. If you haven't done anything like you say, it's in your interest to go back and defend yourself in court. There's nothing left for you to do here anyway. Not everyone here is your friend in these parts, I'm afraid.
Well, all right, Mr. Canton. You win.
I'm glad you're finally being reasonable, Miss Walker. Now we just need to wait for the representative of the regional military authorities for the administrative procedures. I don't think it'll take long to get our papers, so we can leave this place then.
How long do we have to wait? I've been through a lot over the last few months, you know. I'm recuperating. I'm still a bit weak.
Well, it could take a few hours at the outside.
Would you mind bringing me a glass of water? I don't feel too well. I feel a bit dizzy.
I'd have to leave you here in the meantime. I'm not sure that...
Please, Mr. Canton. I really think I'm going to faint.
Don't worry, Miss Walker. I'll see what I can do. But don't move.
Quick! I have to get free and get out of here while Canton is busy. Useless. It didn't break. God, I need to find something else. Unless I want to fracture Canton's skull with my hands behind my back, this does me no good.
Just don't cut your wrist. It's all you need.
Free at last! Alright, let's get out of here before Canton comes back.
Miss Walker! No, wait! I have an arrest warrant for this woman. Arrest her! Oh!
They stole his warrant.
My pass! Give it back to me! Immediately, you hear?
Run faster. He's quite fast for a big man. And they're quite tiny, small and tiny and slow. I thought they would have been quicker. Some documents contain information that you need to progress. Don't forget to check them if you're stuck. Oh. I wasn't reading that whole book that horrible doctor gave me. Doctors are the one person who should believe you. Not just their colleagues, because their colleagues may have ulterior motives.
That big boat, the Crystal, it's been rotting at the dock for years.
See.
Since the town hall closed the port, we sometimes get the impression we're living in a ghost town.
Oh. I forgot I've got to dive down, haven't I? I've got to go in the water. I don't like water. Hello.
Hi there. Anything biting?
As if. 20 years there's been fewer fish, but sometimes you can get lucky. Go figure. It's really odd.
You seem to know the region well. Maybe you can fill me in a bit. I'd like to know a little bit more about the local legend. I was told that there's a monster down there,
That's what she's
living at the
doing.
bottom of the lake.
It's not a legend.
And how can you be so sure?
Back when the lake froze over earlier in the season, people would go out and make holes in the ice in the middle of the lake, then fish like that. Sometimes they would even set up these cabins for the winter next to the hole. The old folk always said you should only cut a small hole, just wide enough so the fish could be pulled through when you landed them. No more than that. One day, this guy who was kind of odd cut a really big hole. To make it easier, he said, in case he caught a really big one. You don't have to believe me, but he's the one who went into the hole. Backwards. Into the depths. In less time than it takes to say it, the monster's arm came through the hole, then dragged the poor guy down to the bottom of the lake. That's why the old folks say never make a big hole in the ice, because of the monster that lurks below.
And how do you know all that?
Because the poor guy was my older brother. And I was fishing just next to him that day. So you think what you want. You have a good day, miss.
Oh, I was meant to chat to him for an achievement. Run, 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 run. I guess it wasn't imperative. Oh, she's really jerky on your screen. She's not that bad on mine. It tried to set my resolution at 1080 725 or something. So why? I was sure that this one could go like normal resolution, but you, Mr. Drunk. Oh, we've. Oh. Ah. Ah, there we go. I love Mr. Drunk.
Are you okay, sir? One more step and you were in the drink.
R-E-N-O.
Pardon?
It's me, Captain Hobo. Hobo! Proud commander of the just as proud Crystal. So don't you, sir, me.
Well, delighted. Captain, I'm Kate Walker. I'm looking for Steiners, the clockmaker.
If I fall in the water, Taylor, it'll be to go straight to hell. So don't fall in the water, Sail. You understand? Bastard's waiting for me.
Who are you talking about?
The monster of the lake is waiting for us all, miss. Everyone's time comes eventually. To finish the work. Come on, back in the fight. Because you can never lower your guard. Never.
He is the best drunk person in any game. Absolute best. I'll probably be stopped at the top, but got hiccups. Oh, I'm actually on board. I didn't think I'd actually get on board. Nope, just don't want to go up there.
The Crystal? Isn't that the boat that the drunk in the port was talking about earlier?
He was stood right next to it, yeah. Creepy and cozy, creepy and cozy.
As deserted as the outside. Hello? Anyone here?
She scared me. How dare she scare me? Hey, come back. There.
Just take a peek. Nobody will ever know.
No. Except the fact you took it. You didn't just peek, did you? Okay. Fyodor Ivanovich Obo. Sorry, butchered that one. Proud commander of the Crystal. Okay. Turn the page. I'm a man, and because I am a man. Whatever. That was written by a coward. Coward, the title is less prestigious than captain. It was nevertheless preferable to the prospect of once again being confronted with the lake, the red eyes that lurk there. Its eyes. I suppose I should start from the beginning. Now that I've thrown the old log overboard so that the tale can be told afresh, everything is ready. Room for my account, my confession. As to judge by the speed with which the bottle of vodka is emptying, there's little time left before I plunge into a sleep stripped of nightmares. I never really knew why they asked me to become commander of the Kestrel. I have to say that at the time I was a young wolf dressed to the nines and proud, merchant marine navy. There wasn't a port from Aralbad to Baranor where they didn't toast the health of Captain Fyodor Ivanovich Obo. can't say that name. Not to mention a few black eyes and gap-toothed smiles handed out along the way. The fact remains that when Valsimbor asked me to take the helm of the crystal, I accepted, and years of happiness followed. 20, in fact. The work was easy and enjoyable, consisting of daily runs between Valsimbor and the different towns on the other side of the lake. Nahadosk, Tanguskia, and Baranor. Damn Baranor. Oh, is that his little scribble of what the eyes look like?
Poor Captain. Even though his superstitions terrify him, he's obviously dreaming of a second chance.
Baranor is a town just across from Valsimbor, on the other side of the lake. Since that crazy mechanic from the west set up his amusement park there last year, all I was doing was transporting tourists going to it. But that was before the accident in the power plant, before Baranor became the radioactive hell that it will remain for centuries and centuries. Lots of people survived the meltdown. They got way more radiation than they were supposed to, sure, but they came through it alive. So, given the crystal's record, and its captains too, the authorities immediately thought of us when it came time to go to the rescue. When it came time to go rescue those poor bastards. The mission was simple. Unload the rescue team on the beach at the Baranor amusement park, wait for them to come back with the survivors, then take everyone back to the Valsimbor clinic until all the survivors were safe and sound. Despite the risk and the terrible sight of all those bodies, the first few crossings went as planned. Then things got out of control, because that's when it arrived. Fear. Everybody who says my name now, the way you spit on the sidewalk, will tell you. After all those crossings, the radiation finally put the wind up Obo's sails. What he says he saw came straight from a bottle. That drunkard's more scared of the atom than of Aral sea smugglers. But on my honour as a sailor, I swear that's all wrong. Sure, just thinking about all that pernicious radiation, invisible to the naked eye, and capable of burning you and creating countless mutations, is enough to give me cold shivers. Of course it put the wind up my sails. Worse in reality, the nameless terror, glacial and dark like a moonless night. But that's because I saw it. It, the monster of the lake, with all those arms stretching out forever, its evil eyes shining with a cunning and malevolent intelligence. Those eyes. So yes, I know I can never make up for the harm I caused by abandoning the rescuers and the last survivors in Baranor. That damned me forever. I'd also be lying if I never thought about going back to challenge the monster fair and square, look it right in the eyes and try to make up for my crimes. But what good would it do? That won't bring back the people I left to die. Nobody would forgive me. The facts have shown that I'm too gutless to argue, too gutless to agree to be led into hell by one of the imminent representatives if it's not going to do anyone any good. Totally gutless and selfish, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what I just read, and I think I got half of it wrong. Regardless, the only thing that counts for me now is keeping the lake and its inhabitants safe from my presence on board the Crystal, and no more pretending. The truth is that I need to protect myself from the lake and that cunning devil it hides, at all costs. Now I approach the end of these lines, I cannot stop looking at the Crystal's ignition key, that old trinket that's been in my pocket for 20 years and that I've used so many times to set course on the lake. I see the bottle of vodka is empty, and yet my mind is clear, far clearer than it was when I fled Baranor, since my damnation. Right now, at this very moment, I know how to nip any suicidal inclination in the bud, any sudden urge to confront the horror that awaits me on the lake bed. Where did that damn jacket get to? Oh, does he, throw the key? Is that why I've got to go down there?
It looks like it needs repairs. Too bad.
I know. Too bad. Up. Yeah, I don't like the sounds. Why is it making them sounds?
Everything seems to still be working. Strange for a boat to be left like this, unwatched. It's more and more like walking through a ghost ship. Nobody here either.
I didn't know I was trying to look for people.
Wow, what a lot of room.
So much room. Lovely amount of room. This place gives me the creeps. I can't go that way apparently. Run, 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 run. It's a crowbar right there. This is really nice. This is a nice ferry. I don't like ferries. I've been on a ferry twice. Once on the way to France and once on the way back to France, from France to England. And I hated it. I get seasick. I didn't know I got seasick until obviously I went on a boat. Come on. Where's the... Right, run over here. There. I don't like it. I don't like the water. Water just scares me. Okay. Stop snoring now. I want to go in here.
Someone's...
Excuse me, please, miss.
I like your outfit.
Yes?
I'm looking for Simon Steiner's.
Simon Steiner is my grandfather. My name is Sarah. Sarah Steiner.
Pleased to meet you, Sarah. I'm Kate Walker. Can you tell me where I can find your grandfather's workshop?
Of course. You'll find his shop is at the end of the alleyway, on the left, just as you leave it, in the main avenue. Can I ask what you want with him? Because he's rather old, you know.
I'm accompanying the Ucal caravan. Apparently your grandfather is supposed to be making a mechanical prosthesis for Kirk, their spiritual chief, who had a bad accident recently. Without the artificial leg, Kirk won't be able to go along with the great migration of his people. And on top of that, the Ucals won't leave without their guide.
You're accompanying the Ucals? My God, you're so terribly lucky. When I was little, Grandfather used to tell me all about their adventures, full of mystery and magic.
Was she just fast forwarded there?
I guess you're pretty close to your grandfather?
Yes. Of course he can get a bit grumpy, especially the last few years. But he's actually really adorable, and you should see the work he does. Give him a few cogs and springs, and he'll give you some unbelievably incredible invention. He almost makes mechanical objects seem alive.
I see exactly what you mean. I used to know someone like that too.
The only problem we have is that business collapsed when he got sick. I really do believe that if I didn't have the waitressing jobs to make ends meet, we'd probably have to close up shop.
Okay, I will not
Thank you for your help.
get you fired from
I'll
your
be
job
stopping
then.
in to see Grandfather on my
Bye.
next break. Maybe I'll see you there.
Yes, I hope so. Goodbye, Sarah.
I'd rather be left here on my own if you don't mind, miss.
Of course.
Ah, miss, delighted to see that you finally managed to leave the Yukol camp.
Yes,
it's you,
thank you
the
very
papa.
much for the pass.
Well, now that you're at last here, you'll be able to taste my famous borscht.
It would be my pleasure, but I do have to find Steiner the clockmaker right away.
What's borscht?
Simon Steiner? Ah, in that case you should speak with Sarah, our young waitress. She's his granddaughter.
I met that man recently. A certain Captain Obo. He doesn't seem very with it.
And he's been that way for 20 years, miss. 20 years. Can you imagine? He used to command the Crystal, the boat that made the crossing between here and the amusement park,
The one I keep calling
on the
the
other
Kestrel.
side of the lake. And he wasn't the same man then.
How are things in town? They don't seem to be going that well.
If you ask me, the atmosphere is horrible. At least half the people don't want the U-Calls right at our door. Most of the shopkeepers even made the decision to go on strike over what they saw as unfair competition. Also, Valsambor hasn't been the same in the last 20 years. There it is.
There it is.
I'm off. Thank you again for your help.
See you soon, miss.
Okay.
All those youngsters trying to act smart to impress the Steiner girl. It really gets to me.
Why, could you like her? Creep. Let kids be kids. They'll act stupid. Leave them alone. She said left, didn't she? So this way. Uh. I wish they wouldn't change the camera angle that quick. Steiner!
Steiner.
I mean, these are pretty, aren't they? I don't know how to take a snapshot. I don't think it works either. I think it just turns on my frame rates and stuff. I got hiccups. Oh! Looks like the doctor, just in different clothes.
Hello. Are you Mr. Steiner? I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Steiner. My name is Kate Walker, and I've come to pick up the prosthesis for Kirk, the Yukel spiritual guide.
And well, dear Miss Walker, Dr. Efimova has informed me that the young man was not yet in any sort of condition to withstand the operation, and that...
Mr. Steiner, are you all right?
It is impossible. That pendant you have around your neck. I would be very obliged if you would entrust me with it for a moment. Please, Miss Walker. Mein Gott! An XZ-2000 automaton heart in perfect working condition! A compensating spring memory, pendulum ventricles, and small mechanical pumps! Everything seems in excellent condition. Donnerwetter! Where on earth did you steal this, Miss Walker?
What is wrong with everyone? Why do they keep saying I'm stealing stuff?
What? Are you calling me a thief, Mr. Steiner? I haven't stolen anything from anyone. This is all I have left of my friend Oscar. Give it back to me right now.
Ah, so. And yet I am actually very familiar with this type of precision mechanism. An infernal precision. Incredible, unique expertise. For this was a Vorarlberg automaton, Miss Walker.
I know!
Yes.
Stop yelling at me,
It
old
was
man.
Hans Vorarlberg who designed this object. Tell me, did you know him?
Oh, yeah. He even lived here a few years. We did a lot of work together. He taught me so many different things, you know. So it is useless to try and make up silly stories, Miss Walker. And I am afraid that I am not about to allow you to leave here as long as you have not told me the truth about where this object comes from.
Smack him and take back the heart. And then smash his window. Tell him where to get off. I really hate all these people.
I'm waiting for any sort of credible explanation, Miss Walker.
I already gave you one. None of these people deserve any
Are you afraid to answer?
Oh!
Mr. Steiner, Oscar was a very special automaton. He inspired almost human emotions. But today he doesn't exist. He isn't dead, of course. Because what has never lived cannot die. Oscar was just dismantled. It had to be like that. All that I have left of him is that heart. A heart made of metal.
It's far more than just a heart, miss. It's far more like a kind of mechanical hard drive. A computer that is full of cogs, gears, and springs, but...
Let him die and take back the heart. I would.
Mr.
I don't
Steiner,
like him. He's
are you
given
all
me
right?
My
no
heart.
indication to be nice to him.
Need... my medication.
Oh no! You need your
Quickly!
medication? No.
Just don't move. I'll go and get your medication right away.
I wouldn't. What?
No medication in sight.
I wouldn't do it. Because he was awful to me.
Tea. A prototype for the clinic aviary?
Make yourself right at home. Don't mind me. I just own the place.
And I own the heart you're holding bloody hostage. Right, where's the note? I'm pretty sure there's a note somewhere.
An old press clipping.
Well, not what I wanted, but okay, I'll take the press clipping. I'll read it later. Come on. Yes, very nice. We've gotta be doing stuff. There's a leg. That chair was larger than it seemed.
A woman's writing saying, "Grandfather, don't forget to take your medication 3 hours before dinner."
Right.
Kirk's prosthesis. But it looks like it isn't finished.
Because he was faffing around with clocks. There's a cup. Take the cup. Nope. Steiner's prescription. Use one of them hammers. Finish him off. being extremely rude to me, and I don't understand why they're being horrible, considering, you know, I haven't been horrible to them. Do I just put the cup here? Where's the cup? Oh. Have to go back and then back in. When does he have dinner? When does he have dinner? Three hours before dinner, which is there? No? Does he have dinner 5? There. Guessing that's sugar. Oh. You're not gonna mix it? Here. Shove this down your throat.
Thank you for your precious help, my dearest Miss Walker. I'm afraid I may have judged you somewhat hastily.
Yep.
Don't mention it, Mr. Steiner. Tell me about the prosthesis. I need to take it back to Kirk very quickly. If, of course, you agree to let me have it.
Yeah. I just have a few small adjustments to make. It involves very precise and meticulous mechanics, understand?
I don't care.
Will it take long? I'm sorry to insist, but I also have to give a hand to those unfortunate Yukos. I need to help them get across the lake with their herd of ostriches. I'm so worried about them.
Once the mechanical leg is at last ready, I can go to the clinic and bring back young Kirk to you. That way you only have to worry about what happens to the other Yukos.
Okay. You owe me.
You'd do that, Mr. Steiner? That would really be a great help.
You just say thank
perfect. But dear Miss Walker, are you aware of what lies in store for the nomads when they reach the other side of the lake?
You want to talk about everything that happened in Baranor 20 years ago.
How on earth did you hear about the story, miss? The authorities have always done everything that was in their power to keep this terrible business absolutely quiet.
I read the ship's log that Captain Obo wrote at the time. Tell me exactly what happened there, Mr. Steiner.
It has become a true hell on earth since the time of the last great ostrich migration. Please join me downstairs for a moment, Miss Walker. I'll show you exactly what I mean.
These voices aren't old. I guess I really should read this. The Lake Gazette. Incident in Baranor nuclear plant. Authorities downplay effects. Tempest in a teapot was how the mayor of Baranor, Anatoly Mikoliev, so sorry, described the incident yesterday that has worried the communities around the local nuclear power plant. I spoke personally with Victor, whoever, immediately after I was informed by my constituents complaining of noise, and I can assure you that he has satisfactorily answered all of my questions in a word. All is well. As for rooms underground, blah 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 blah. Record number of visitors for the Baranor amusement park. Ice fishing drama. Conclusions of the inquest. Last winter it stirred emotions up all over. Leo, whatever, out on the lake to do a little ice fishing with his little brother, drowned tragically when he fell through the ice. The inquest has concluded that it was an accident despite the testimony of the victim's little brother, who claimed that blah blah blah. Okay, well, we know the story. Hang on. No. There. Nope. Oh. That one.
Look just next to the films there, Miss Walker. You should find a film on Baranor.
Baranor, the cursed city. Baranor, the martyred town. Baranor has been nothing but a field of ruins and desolation since a week after the explosion of reactor number 3 in the nuclear power plant. Baltimore is on the other side of the lake, sheltered from the prevailing winds, and fortunately it seems to have been spared from the deadly radioactive clouds. Our town was mobilized to go to the aid of our neighbors. Although our town's needs were modest when compared to such a catastrophe, there were nonetheless among us some brilliant mechanical engineers. In record time, they developed a small army of automatons capable of helping the affected people. Those men and dogs of steel could go where a human could no longer set foot without becoming seriously ill. Over there, they could be excavators, rescue workers, and treasure bearers.
Oscar! They all look like him.
Truly magnificent pieces, nicht wahr? The XZ-2000 model is most assuredly one of Hans's major masterpieces.
Their mission was to bring back any survivors of the catastrophe to Baltimore, where the victims would receive the best care in Dr. Zemiatin's clinic. The Crystal, the ferry usually responsible for linking the towns of Baltimore and Baranor every day, carried the new type of rescuers to the scene of the drama, and brought back the survivors of the catastrophe.
So Baranor suffered the ravages of a nuclear accident. But according to that film, the automatons you designed with Hans should have helped save lots of lives, right?
I'm afraid that's not how things went. Because of Captain Obo, who... Ah, that must be Sarah. Please come this way, Miss Walker. I'll introduce you.
Okay, come in.
Miss Walker, may I introduce you to Sarah, my granddaughter?
We've actually already met. Haven't we, Sarah?
I actually owe Miss Walker a candle. Thanks to her calmness and peace of mind, I'm still here and on my feet. She found my medication and gave it to me before it was too late. Donnerwetter.
You don't mean you had another attack, do you? Ah, you're being so very naughty, grandfather. You absolutely must let Dr. Zemiatin examine you.
Come on, stay calm, my little child. When I go to the clinic to take the prosthesis to the young Yukol, I'll stop by and see the good doctor. Until then, why don't you make yourself really useful to Miss Walker? She's looking for some way to transport the Yukol caravan to the other side of the lake.
Well, I think I've already found the solution. The boat in the film, the Crystal, it must be the ship that's docked in the port. If it was able to transport the automatons you and Hans built, it could carry the ostriches across the lake.
Ah, that's not a bad idea. But unfortunately, there's a slight problem of size, dear Miss Walker.
Sounds like you're talking about Captain Obo's alcoholism. I saw him earlier on the dock.
That coward has been hiding himself in alcohol ever since he abandoned our automatons to Baranor, and he'd rather simply die than go back. He tells everybody that the evil monster of the lake is waiting for him, and that as soon as he goes back on the water, the beast will just up and grab him. Ha 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 ha. But of course, that is the purest fantasy.
Grandfather,
I don't think so.
I know you're still really angry with Captain Obo because he abandoned the automatons that you built with your friend Hans and Baranor. He was supposed to wait for them. They were going to take all the survivors they found in the rubble to the boat and then bring everyone here to safety in Valsambor. But in the end, when he got to the beach at Baranor and saw the disaster and all the dead, he became really afraid. The disease, the radiation. He must have had an uncontrollable panic attack, so he immediately turned back, dumped the machines on the crystal into the lake, and came back empty-handed to Valsambor. And the automatons have been there ever since, in hell. But who knows? Maybe today he'll want to sell. I'm sure Kate will be capable of convincing him to help the Ukels. I have to go do my waitressing shift in the tavern. Come by and see me later on, okay? Captain Obo will be there.
They have. They fast-forwarded all of her dialogue.
All right, then.
That's ridiculous.
I'll try and convince Captain Obo. Thank you for everything, Mr. Steiner.
I don't know if I really should wish you good luck, dear Miss Walker. Baranor is only an open grave now.
That's not what the subtitles said. But they, considering how amazing the first game was, and I mean, still how good the second one was, because it was still good. This one...
A prototype for the clinic aviary?
Yeah. Bye. Yeah. The controls, the glitches. Hi. Oh, you're on a mobile. I won't disturb you. My nose is so itchy.
No Ukels in Valsambor! The shopkeepers can't take it anymore! The shopkeepers are on strike!
There have been 10 thefts from my shop since those savages showed up. Mr. Mayor, gonna pay.
Mr. Mayor! Do your job and come out onto the balcony! The voters want to talk to you!
The nomads are stealing our merchandise and our customers! The Ukels don't belong in Valsambor! The shopkeepers have had enough!
Thieving Ukels in Valsambor! The shopkeepers want them out the door! Thieving Ukels in Valsambor! The shopkeepers want them out the door! Close the nomad souk! Throw them all out or we'll stay on strike!
There have been 10 thefts from my shop since those savages showed up.
The shopkeepers are on strike for the first time in ages. That's not good business for anyone, if you want my opinion.
Yeah!
I didn't ask for it,
We'll
but
throw you
okay.
out in the next elections! Mayor Buyaki! Mayor Buyaki!
Thieving Ukels in Valsambor! The shopkeepers want them out the door! Thieving Ukels in Valsambor! The shopkeepers want them out the door!
I don't have any coins. Too bad.
I can't get out. There's a chain. Yeah, squiddies on all of these flower pots. Squids? Octopuses? I don't know. Okay, right, well I'll leave it here because I've already gone over time.